Hello folks, and welcome back to the Vertigo Tea Party, and let's play Planescape Torment. First of all, I'd like to give a huge thank you to Mr. Brian Fargo himself, who shared my first LP video on Twitter, and I got a lot of positive responses thanks to that, and the other folks who have watched the video as well, my faithful subscribers, so I will be continuing this LP. Now, one thing that I want to address here, thanks to some very helpful comments from some folks whose names I meant to grab before I started this, but now I realize I forgot. I apologize, gentlemen or ladies, but they mentioned that I should increase my intelligence and my wisdom stats, because if I don't, I will miss out on some dialogue options, some memory not memory regression, but recovering some lost memories. And since this is an LP to really cover this game, I wanted to go ahead and do that so we didn't miss dialogue options, so that you guys get the full Planescape experience, unless you decide to buy it yourself, which you should. I just checked it. It is $10 on GOG.com. But at any rate, I have changed my stats. I have 15 int, 15 whiz, and 15 charisma, and I got my dex up to 12. I can also raise my stats every level, so I'm going to focus on dex first, and then probably strength and constitution after that. Wisdom and int and charisma will probably stay the same. I've actually gotten back to where I was, and I found one other thing I wanted to show you guys real quick. Not going to read through it, but it is a room logbook. It appears to basically give the rules for what the dust keepers have to do in the mortuary. Not going to bother reading it. I did scroll down though very slowly so you guys can read it. I also don't think I read this when I found it last. I just found this off the last NPC. I don't think I read it off. It's basically a log of bodies that have been found. Now, if you check in the logbook that I just showed you, it notes that one page was cut out. This appears to be that page. So my thought process was, well, this must have something to do with me, maybe. Maybe one of these corpses that's being described is mine. However, none of them really match, I don't think. Desiccated and corpse and scarred shell seem to, but it didn't give me really any more information. I also found some fist irons and a little bit of money that I had missed before, but I've got the earring. I am back to where we were, so without further ado, let's get moving. Oops.
Done.
Now we need to, let's see, I think this is going to be blocked. Oh, no, we're not. Let's check the rest of this room before we leave.
Done.
I see we cannot go out that way.
All right.
Gonna guess this is gonna be the same thing. Correct. And one last check.
I'm gone.
This way. I did discover that you can, let's see, I think I've locked. Here we go.
I'm gone.
I did discover that you can check your map.
I'm gone.
And I'll show you that, I guess, once we get to it. It's not a big deal. Check out these zombie workers. The eyes of this corpse are set close together, and the eyeballs themselves are slightly askew. One faces to the left and the other to the right. You can barely make out the number 257 traced into its bruised forehead. It looks like the corpse has taken several blows to the head, making the number difficult to read. Don't you get dizzy with your eyeballs facing like that? There is no flicker of understanding in the corpse's eyes. They stare silently off to the left and right. Pretty amusing in a morbid way. The stench coming from this corpse is truly nauseating. Someone split open the man's chest and has yet to remove the internal organs. Okay, gonna check these. I missed a bunch of containers before. Don't know how that happened. Whoa, this person looks different. Iveen. You see a slight young woman with pale features. The sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck make her appear as if she is starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with a finger. Greetings. The woman does not respond. She seems too intent on the body in front of her. As you watch her work, you suddenly notice her hands. Her fingers are talons. They are darting in and out of the corpse's chest cavity like knives, removing organs. What's wrong with your hands? The woman makes no response. She is a tiefling, Chief. They got fiend blood in the veins, usually 'cause some ancestor of theirs shared knickers with one demon or another. Make some of them addled in the head and addled looking too. Tap the woman to get her attention. The woman jumps and whips around to face you. Her eyes are a rotting yellow with a small orange dot for pupils. As she sees you, her expression changes from surprise to irritation, and she frowns at you. Greetings. She doesn't seem to have heard you. She leans forward, squinting, as if she can't quite make you out. Whatever is wrong with her eyes must make her terribly nearsighted. You! She clacks her taloned fingers together, then making a strange motion with her hands. Fine thread and embalming juice. Bring here to Iveen. Go! 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 You have been assigned a quest. Quests are displayed in your diary and the quests portion of your journal. You see all the quests you've been assigned and their status. Simply select quests from the journal menu. I had some questions first.
Updated my journal.
She turns away. She makes no sign that she heard you. I think the dusty chit might be a bit short of hearing, Chief. Let's say off, shall we? What's wrong with her hands?
Updated my journal.
She's a tiefling, Chief. They got a dash of fiend blood running in the veins, usually cause some ancestor there shared knickers with some things that I've already said before, so let's just leave that conversation dialogue. Okay. Just check here, see what else we can loot. With the corpse, this chalk-white body has been drained of blood and treated with embalming fluid. A neatly stitched seam runs down the corpse's chest. I've already talked to that lumbering dude. Another corpse on a stone slab. There is no indication of what the body died of.
All right.
What the body died of? They're people, damn it! It's another formaldehyde thing.
Done.
So let's go ahead and check our journal for our quests. So if we have those two that we are already aware that we have been on. Let's see. Flesh, blah, blah, blah. Wants me to fetch some embalming fluid and needle and thread for her. Well then, we'll just do that for her.
All right.
Because we're so nice and because she asked so nice. Another zombie worker. This corpse, 985, has stopped dead in its tracks. Judging from the condition of its left leg, it looks as if some sort of tomb rot or corpse mold has eaten through its knee. The corpse is wobbling unsteadily back and forth, trying to keep its balance. Try to give the corpse a push. Try and help the corpse balance. You reach out for the corpse's left arm to help steady it. As you grab its arm, however, the corpse suddenly sways to the right. You end up tugging the corpse rather than steadying it. Chief, you might not want to... There is a crack from the corpse's left leg, and the body falls like a dead tree. Its torso strikes the stone flagstone and shatters like a rotten melon, filth and ichor gurgling from the cavity. To your surprise, no one seems to have noticed the corpse's collapse, and even stranger, the left leg remains standing where the body was, as if at attention. After a moment, the leg falls over with a wet thump. As you gaze upon the putrefied remains of the corpse, you notice that its left arm seems intact. It is snapped from the torso during the fall, and it doesn't appear to have been touched by the tomb rot that has spread to the rest of the body. I wonder if I can make use of that arm. That's pretty sick.
All right.
But let's make use of the arm. Waste not, want not. Left arm, number 985. Oh, boy. What is the left arm here? Is it a weapon? This arm snapped clean off corpse 985 when it accidentally toppled. As much of the corpse's knee was rotted clean through, it looks like the combination of thick applications of embalming fluid and rigor mortis have made this arm almost as hard as wood. If you needed to, you could either use it to shake someone's hand from a distance or use it to bash their skull in. So, this does 1 through 6. Sorry, I will use the old nomenclature if you will pardon me. Not even the old nomenclature. D&D is still alive, damn it. Dungeons, or damage 1d6, speed 4, weight 3, proficiencies club. Not usable by mages. F mages. How much damage does this do? 1 to 3. Piercing has fast speed though. But I like the idea of using someone's arm. I like how the club or the arm looks like a club now. It's pretty amusing. But I want it. Yeah, I want it my main weapon. There we go. That's Pretty amusing. I also found that you can hit Q to quick save, which is awesome, and I will probably be using that a lot. So yes, this is a new one. This heavily stitched corpse is shuffling lazily back and forth between two slabs. The number 506 has been stitched on its forehead, in the side of its neck, and its right arm. In fact, the skin of this peeling corpse has been sewn up with so many stitches, its skin looks like a bizarre street map. Examine the stitches. The stitches encircle the corpse, running from its arms across its chest, up to its neck, and into the damp mass of white hair. As you follow the crossroads of stitches, you notice someone has jammed a needle into the corpse's forehead. The needle is attached to a thread, stitching up the side of the skull. You could probably unravel it if you had something to cut the thread. Cut the stitches with the scalpel, then pull out the needle and thread. Ooh, and you get 100 XP. And we got an item, too. You slice the thread neatly with the scalpel, then pluck out the needle and pull the stitches out. As you do, the skin covering the forehead peels back to reveal the corpse's chalk-white skull, where, to your surprise, the number 78 has been chiseled. Seems you got two different designations there, corpse. The corpse stares straight ahead, oblivious. Wait, I had one other option there. Nope. Interesting. So what did I get from that? I got, the needle and the thread.
Done.
Gotcha. For a second I thought he said dumb. Well, that's kind of rude. The bandages covering this body are soaked with blood. Even though this corpse looks several days dead, blood still trickles from its wounds. This disemboweled corpse proves how far you can physically stretch flesh without tearing it. Oh, well, good. I've always wanted to know how far I could stretch my own flesh without tearing it. Nothing there. Check here. Nothing. A whole lot of nothing.
All right, done.
Oh, did I check these? I don't think I did. Nope. Nothing there. Nothing there. And nothing there. So there's been a lot of this formaldehyde all over the place. However, I have no way to gather it. I'm not carrying formaldehyde or whatever this stuff is in my bare hands. It seems like a non-wise idea.
All right. Done.
Even if I am dead. I've got my standards.
All right.
Okay, not a whole lot in here. There's a zombie worker. Sure, he'll be just as interesting as all the other. The shambling corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. The number 821 is carved into his forehead, and his lips have been stitched closed. The faint smell of formaldehyde emanates from the body. So, see anything interesting going on? As you address the zombie, it blinks in surprise. Eh? What? Why are you disguised as a corpse?
Updated my journal.
The zombie is trying to respond behind stitched lips. He has a particularly half-frightened, half-angry expression. Huh? Yeah? What you want? I'm looking for a way out of here. Can you help me? The zombie doesn't seem to have heard you. He looks you up and down for a few moments, then frowns. What you do here? His eyes narrow suspiciously. You spy of Dusty's? No, I'm trying to escape. The zombie seems interested. You in trouble? What you do? I woke up on a slab upstairs. The zombie's looking at you like you're crazy. You balmy? Barmy? What's that? He's wondering if you're crazy, local, a cackle, addled, and so am I. Now stow the I woke up from the dead talk, will ya? You're embarrassing me. It's not my fault no one in this crazy, barmy place speaks like a normal person or looks like one. Look, Chief, you gotta get your wits about you. You can't go around telling everybody the truth all the time. We can't have every coney catcher we meet taking us for mocks, eh? Coney catcher? Mocks? What the... never mind. The fake zombie is looking at you both suspiciously. Sorry. Actually, I was trapped in here somehow. Can you help me out? He is silent for a moment, then nods slightly, as if understanding. Why should I help you? Maybe we could help each other out. What do you want in return? Need you to get a key for me. What on key Embalmer's Run? All right, where is this key? A dusty chick has it. He points at his eyes. She has yellow eyes, and then makes a motion with his hands that reminds you of a pair of cutting shears. I shouldn't have read that in his voice. Blades on fingers. This dust man woman sounds really attractive. Are you sure you don't want me to introduce the two of you? The zombie blinks. He doesn't seem to have understood you. That was a joke, see? Forget it. I'll go find your key.
Updated my journal.
The zombie squints at you. If you're caught, don't say nothing about me, or me gut you in your sleep. I'll get your damned key, but you had best watch your threats, you hear me? Yeah, you better. Don't be threatening me. You out of your damn mind? Get a quick save here. So nice living in the future and having your quick saves take about a quarter of a second to go through. It's weird how some of these shadows stay even when you explore them.
All right.
I'm curious what's going on with that guy. Why can he talk?
All right.
And the other ones cannot. I'm assuming he's talking about the tiefling with the talent hands.
Done.
Has the key. And I'm hoping we can get it once we get this formaldehyde for her. And he was right. She is a sexy lady. The blood on this table is still fresh. Dried blood covered the slab's surface. Someone has inserted a tube into the corpse's leg. The tube is attached to a strange clicking machine next to the slab. What does this machine do? Turn it on.
All right.
No, I want you to turn it on. You said all right. Ooh. Jar of embalming fluid. Nice. You finished the quest.
I'm gone.
But before we go back, we're not going to go up the stairs for sure. Ooh, more embalming fluid? Hopefully these guys didn't need that embalming fluid. This rotting corpse is riddled with tubes. A yellow liquid is cycling through the tubes inside a strange machine. The machine is making clicking noises like an insect.
I'm gone.
Oh boy.
All right.
This place is wonderful. I'm so glad we woke up dead here.
All right.
Anything in there? Ooh, this container is locked. Fortunately, I have no thievery skills, so I cannot lock pick it.
All right.
Maybe when we get this key from the lady, or when we give her these things, she'll give us a key. Dried blood covers the slab surface.
All right. I'm gone. All right.
Some more embalming fluid, maybe?
I'm gone.
Yes, you are gone. But not forgotten, my friend. Not forgotten.
I'm gone.
Let's see. Yep. All right, let's go back to talk to Miss Crabhand.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Maybe she will give us a key that we can give to that guy.
Done.
And then all will be right with the world.
I'm gone.
Oh. You see, Iveen, she is still dissecting the corpse's chest with her talons. The rhythm of the talons reminds you of something. You can't quite recall what. Watch her. Study the motions of her hands.
Updated my journal.
As you study the motion of Iveen's hands, you feel a prickling along your scalp, and then suddenly, you find your vision swimming, blurring until you are standing in front of a freshly slain corpse, rigor mortis making a mockery of its smile. The number 42 has been stitched onto the scalp. The zombie is lying on a slab, and you have just finished stitching up its chest. You have placed something inside, something that might prove useful if you come this way again. So apparently that one zombie that we pulled all the stuff off of the thread and needle out of was the 42, so maybe there is something inside. And I'm also wondering if that's a Hitchhiker's reference. Probably is. Echo, keep these things safe and wait for my return. The memory of your voice is an echo, strange and hollow to your ears. You cross your arms in front of your chest, and to your surprise, the corpse does too. After a moment, its hands fall back to its side, and as it does, vision fades, until you're watching Elvent's hands make the stitching motions once more. Note, you have regained a memory. Memories can give you additional experience points, skills, and may even lead you to gaining something else of value later on. Tap her to get her attention. She turns to see you and frowns. Them zombies! She clacks her taloned fingers together impatiently, then makes a stitching motion with her fingers. Find thread and embalming fluid! Bring here to Iveen! Go, go, go! Wait a minute. You make the motion of a key turning with your hand. I need an embalming key. Do you have one? She leans forward, looks at your hand motion, then sniffs. Her hand darts into her robe, then emerges, a key hanging from her wickedly sharp index finger. She flicks it into your hand. Bring back when done! Go! Go! What's wrong with your hands?
Updated my journal.
She turns away. She makes no sign that she heard you. Her hearing must be as poor as her eyesight. He says that before. Let's get her attention. Give her the thread and embalming fluid.
Updated my journal.
Without missing a beat, Iveen snaps the thread from your hands and hooks it around one of her talons, then begins sewing up the corpse's chest. She then takes the embalming fluid and begins to apply a layer to the corpse. Just waits. Within minutes, she is finished. She clicks her talons, then turns to face you. To your surprise, she extends her hand and drags her talons along your arms and chest. It's not that I'm not flattered, but... Looks like you have a new friend, Chief. You two need some time together, or... Keep playing zombie. As she traces your arms and chest, you suddenly notice she seems to be examining your scars. She withdraws her talons, clicks them twice, then bends forward and examines some of the tattoos on your chest. Who right on you? I does not do that. No respect for zombies. Zombies, no paintings. She sniffs, then pokes one of your scars. This one bad shape. Many scars. No oppressors. Her talons suddenly hook into the thread you brought her, and lightning-like, she jabs another talon into your skin, near one of your scars. It feels barely more than a pinprick, but it looks like she's about to start stitching you up. Let's let her work, see what happens.
Updated my journal.
The sensation is curiously painless as Iveen begins to stitch up your scars. When she is done, she sniffs you, frowns, then stabs her fingers into the embalming fluid. Within minutes, she has dabbled your body with the fluid, and strangely enough, it makes you feel better. Let her work. This may be the second time in my life I'm thankful I don't have a nose. Iveen puts the last touches on your body, gives you another sniff, nods, then makes a shooing motion with her talons. Done! Go! Go! So what happened there? Did it say? I know I got XP for it. Oh, max XP increased permanently. Nice. I think that's the first time I've ever played RPG where
I'm gone.
I got stitched up, literally, and got maximum XP for it.